and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another GT Sport drift setup. This time round it's not a car that has been requested, but it's one that I've been mucking around with recently. Now it's definitely not the best of drift setups, to be perfectly honest. In fact, as the thumbnail said, this one is extremely floppy. But it does actually work. You do just need to pre-plan your corners a little bit differently from probably what you're used to doing. Certainly when I was trying to get around some of the bigger stuff with this car, I was definitely having to use a little bit of a different route across the track just to make sure I can make it all the way around the corner. But once you get used to this one, just like most of the setups we have here on the channel, I think you will have a load of fun with it. The entire reason this car has those problems is the fact that it's such a low power build. Even with it fully maxed out, you're looking at only 245 brake horsepower, and although the car is very light, it still doesn't feel that responsive. So it's definitely one of those cars that I wouldn't necessarily recommend to someone who's just starting out within GT Sport. You will struggle with this quite a lot, but if you feel up to the challenge, by all means go and give this one a go. As I said, you can see here that the power level is pretty low, but you want to be taking that all the way as high as you can. So level 3 there and all the way to the top at 227%. And that is going to leave you that 245 brake horsepower. Weight reduction wise, I've just left that on level 1 because there's no point in actually taking it anywhere else because all you can do is add weight to it. So just leave that at level 1 there, drop it as low as you can to 92%. And that's going to leave you that 772 kilograms. Traction control, you want to be setting to 0, and I've gone for comfort hard tyres, both front and rear. Brake balance, I've got set to -2. The ride height on the front is set to 110, and on the rear is 115. I've got the natural frequency on the front there set to 1.85 and 1.6 on the rear. Anti-roll bar is set to 7 on the front and 5 on the back. Now the compression and rebound I haven't touched here at 60-60 and 90-90. Camber angle on the front here is set to 2.6 and on the rear is set to 0.5. And with the toe angle, you want to be towing that out on the front to 0.35 and towing it in on the rear at 0.15. Downforce you don't need to worry about for this particular build. And the differential here I've got set to 30, 60 and 20. And with the transmission, again, you want to go fully customized with that. Set your max speed to 130 miles per hour, and I'll leave the gearing on screen for a second so you can copy that down if you need to. As always, feel free to adjust these settings to make them your own. Everyone has their own styles when it comes to drifting within GT Sport. This is what I'm personally using, and it's what I use to record this video, and it's working pretty well for me. But like I say, you may want to adjust these slightly for yourselves. Make sure you keep your requests coming in to let me know what drift setups you would like to see done here in the future, but equally if there is any other games you think I should be playing here on the channel. I'll leave you with some more video of me just messing around with the Porsche. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you like the video. Also subscribe and turn on post notifications. That way you won't miss any future content. Thanks ever so much for coming by the channel today. Make sure you're looking after yourselves out there, and I'll see you all on the next one.